What's going on, gamers? So we got a lot of information coming out again. There's a lot more stuff coming out with the PS5 Pro now. It's finally starting to get into positive traction, right? Because I told people before, it's disappointing to me. I didn't get it because I thought it should have launched with this type of stuff, and it should let you know Amethyst is around the corner. Get ready. You know what I mean? Did it right, not make you be a beta test piggy or lab rat so they can get everything right, then dump what they launched and get things, going after that. So as you've watched my channel before, I told people Sony made me so mad after all the stuff they did after like the good run they had at the beginning of last year. But after that, I had to roast them because it just, I knew they could have done better and they chose not to. So yeah, you saw me do that. But getting into this, it says GTA 6 plus PS5 Pro optimization insider info. GTA 6 runs 60 frames per second only on PlayStation 5 Pro. So they're finding a way to do it. I think they're going to be doing that VRR with the Amethyst that's around the corner. So it looks like this is going to happen. This is very interesting. This is going to make Sony get a lot of selling power. That's crazy. Multiple graphic settings in testing phase right now. So we're getting information on that. PlayStation engineers helping Rockstar optimize for new tech. So Sony is getting involved in this. They want to build that relationship even deeper with Rockstar and promote their console with that. See this third-party promotion boost stuff again? This is what I'm telling you. This is what Sony does. Whereas Nintendo is there because of off of their games. Whole nother league. Rockstar working on other PS5 Pro ready titles. So them and Sony have been teaming up big time. 60 frames per second currently exclusive to the PlayStation 5 Pro build, subject to change. So what this means is that they're going to try to get the marketing rights for the PS5 Pro. They already sealed the deal. And what Sony's going to do is try to boost that console to sell more, have out their Amethyst and all that to where, now it's looking like you want that premium GTA experience because it's not coming to PC for a while. It's going to be console only, and Sony's going to have the premium 60 FPS experience. Yeah, this is the type of stuff that will get people to go buy that. And don't be surprised if they start jacking the price up close to that too. Yesterday, we saw some things too. And then today you saw my video recently that the PS5 Pro has a VR update that's doing 80 frames per second. So lately, the Pro is definitely coming into the spotlight with what it's kind of doing for a mid-gen upgrade. And to me, it's not impressive. It's what I thought you should have been doing. But it's good that you're actually doing that. Because I've seen people say it too. Alex said the same thing. You're actually working as you intended to, like a mid-gen upgrade. Yeah, now it's finally happening. So we saw this here. And even with VRR on the PlayStation, you're getting 63 frames per second instead of 60. Right? And I've seen it go up to 90, right? We took a look at that. That's just to give you guys a clip on that, just to show where the Pro's going. Going over here next, we're going to get back to that in a second. Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers offers extensive graphic settings on the PS5 and the PS5 Pro. Going down here, we see quality mode 60 frames, balance 70, and performance mode 80. So the PS5 Pro is now going to be setting some new benchmarks for consoles to where it's going to have a 70 FPS setting and an 80 FPS setting as far as like options. Not the fact that you could go past 60, but that you could choose something around that. With obviously a little bit of sacrificing, but hey, more options on consoles, more better. Always thought since consoles came out, PS4 era, Xbox One era, why couldn't we go into settings like a PC gamer and adjust and customize the settings to where we could get the frames in case we had to wait on a patch? Doesn't that sound like a really good idea? That consoles should get more customizable options. They should get all those settings like PC players. They should be able to say, you know what? Man, this is dropping below 30. I would like to turn some of these settings down. There we go. Now I'm up to 45. Something like that. Like, I think that if you guys want to make the hardware more attractive, you should add in options like that. Just a 2 cents to add in. So here we see now Wu-Chang not only, but Cyberpunk as well are getting stuff that goes up to 80 with VRR. We're starting to see this now. This is nice. This gives you an idea for future consoles as well. So it's not about being a fanboy and being stuck in your feelings if you're on Xbox or somewhere else. It's about realizing that this is good for my console in the future as well. If you're not short-sighted. That's why I got to make people aware of that. So down here, Synth Potato, who I think this guy really likes PlayStation, I can tell. Says, I hope this game is good. July has been boring as F. Dude, I'm punching through paradise with Donkey Kong. It's amazing. We got a Game of the Year potential big time here in Claire, which I think are the 2 Game of the Year contenders in July. Mario Party comes out next week, right, along with Wu-Chang as well. We may have a Nintendo Direct sneak up behind us in the next week or 2. We'll see, but I think in the next month we probably have to have one. We need some release date announcements. But then, Tony Hawk came out too. No, man, July is fine. This says, I have a good feeling, 70 and 80 on PS5 Pro. Hey, man, congratulations to you. I'm not a hater. There's no difference between 60 and 80. Okay, man, sit down. and don't say anything. Don't be hating over here, man. No hating, bro. But anyways, so we see that now. Now get back over to GTA. Expect graphical modes, performance, quality, etc. happening at launch. Optimization thanks to Rockstar PlayStation marketing deal. Guys, there it is again. Sony just got another deal. But I'm sure, why would Rockstar go to Microsoft? No, they're trying to like break out. You know what I mean? Of course they're going to do that. This is what they've been doing their whole life. PS2 days, PS1, you know what I mean? PS3. Sony and Rockstar have always had this type of relationship, right? So we see this right here happening again. And then last but not least, GTA 6 and PlayStation 5 bundles planned for the next promotional wave via Detective Seeds. Gonna hold them accountable for that. So this I expected. I expected to be a Pro bundle and even PS5. You know, because Sony's trying to sell more consoles, and we're gonna try to do what they can to get Nintendo to not win all the NPDs. So imagine if that comes there, though. That would be I would be laughing so hard. Red Dead first, though. It looks like PS5 Pro will be the only console to play GTA 60. Durr. This is definitely going to get people to buy PS5 Pro for that. Yeah. Hey, man, I mean, I called it. Like I said, Sony always finds those methods to where if they can't get their games to move anything, they'll find some third party to do it. They will. Please be true, because I need this to run 45 to 60 frames. 30 frames in GTA will be horrible. If it doesn't dip, I think they'll be okay. But they'll probably have a fidelity mode as well. If GTA 6 runs at 60 frames per second only on PS5 Pro, that alone will be a massive selling point. You guys are saying the obvious. Rockstar and PlayStation just locked in a deal of a lifetime. Will it work on PS4? This is why I hope that they find a way to get it on the Switch too, and that Nintendo comes out with a mid-gen upgrade. But even then, you would still need it on that model. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens, depending on what they can get to run. But like they said, if the Series S can get a port, then the Switch 2 can get it. That's what that developer had said. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. So here, now we're starting to see the Pro get to where we originally would have wanted it to get to. Not what Sony originally wanted to launch it back then, last year around the time that it launched. Because to me, that was open beta. And the open beta phase, not even man. That was like a closed beta. Felt like, and an open beta was like the past few months, and now we're getting into the launch phase eventually when they get all this stuff going and all of that. You know what I mean? And I just feel like when it comes to that type of stuff, that's stuff you do for like a game that's about to come out. You don't beta test your base after you won a console generation with the Pro. And I'm not trying to be negative here. I'm just saying that the reason why I'm not blown away by this is because this is what I felt like they should have originally done when they had announced this thing. But yeah, pretty much other than that, there's not much else to talk about here. We know now that the PlayStation 5 Pro is going to be attractive because of GTA. And that's the only way you're going to be able to play it. And you know how people are when it comes to the FOMO effect. And if you don't know what FOMO means, it means fear of missing out. Yeah, they're going to flock to this. It's going to sell out. It is. And then there's going to be people that just want that PlayStation 5 and the Xbox space. They just want to play the game. You know what I mean? And there'll be a lot of people doing that. But yeah, Sony has an advantage. They're going to get the marketing. We see all that right here. We got our intel down here. So that's pretty much it when it comes to this type of video. You guys got another answer over here that I covered, knowing that the PS5 Pro is now going to be getting options now. And start seeing this for games that are not super graphically demanding. Obviously, not every game is going to be able to do this, but this is nice for the future because we see this happening for the next Xbox and for the next PlayStation and even the next Nintendo or mid-gen if they have that growing. So yeah. Good stuff. Let me know what you guys think. We got all our answers today. All this is out of the way. So if anybody has any answers, come and talk to me later, y'all. Peace out. Stay being a true gamer.